Hi everyone, welcome to Sage's Garage. Today, we are doing all the little bits of getting the Triumph running. So basically, we are plugging in wires, cords, hoses, all little itsy bitsy things. We're gonna look at the distributor, we're gonna look at the carburetor, the air filter, the fuel filter, the thermostat, all these little bits. We're gonna look at the radiator. We're gonna try and basically put together as many little pieces as we can today, so let's just get started. You may have noticed in a previous video when we were assembling this, we forgot to put in the thermostat. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that in today because that is definitely an important part of the engine. Look, we put the gasket, but not the thermostats. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the gasket off. We're gonna put the thermostat in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the gasket on top of that, make sure it's all lined up. And we can reassemble this. We're gonna go ahead and take apart the carburetor. We just wanna make sure there's no gunk in there, it's all cleaned out, and double check that it's all good to go. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Nice. Next up, we're gonna hook up the lead to the starter, but first we just wanna give it a little dusting so it's a little cleaner, and then it will connect well. Next up, we're connecting the wire to the alternator. When we took all this apart, you see this metal bit here. We're pretty confident that it attaches to this bolt here, but when we took everything apart, it wasn't attached. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and attach it today and then connect the rest of these hoses. First, we're gonna undo this hose clamp so that we have more room to slide up and down. As you can see, it's pretty crooked and bent here, so we're gonna try and flatten it out, which looks like it worked pretty easily. Now we can reassemble.
So in order to tighten this, this won't fit.
Womp womp, never mind. Next up, we're putting in the carburetor. I am just reusing the one that was in the car originally. It is a Stromberg. I know a lot of people switch over these cars to dual carburetors. That is something I can do down the line, but for now, just trying to get it to the show, so we're using this carburetor. Also, unfortunately, none of the gasket set came with a new gasket, so I know you're gonna hate at me, but we are gonna reuse this gasket. Sorry. We're just gonna remove that hose so that it's easier to get the bolts. Next up, we're gonna attach this hose. This hose does have some damage, so we are gonna cut it and see if we can fix it. If not, we can just replace it, but we thought, so we don't have a replacement right now, let's just see if we can fix it first. Putting on a hose clamp there, and hopefully it's still a good length. That hose clamp was just a bit too big, so we just got a new one that fits, and now we can just tighten it on there. I went ahead and got a new fuel filter, and now we're gonna put it in. We're taking this old clamp off, and we're just gonna replace it with a new hose clamp. We're gonna replace this clamp as well. We're gonna put in the new fuel filter. So to do that, we're gonna cut the line and then we're gonna put it in line here. So we're just gonna go ahead and X-Acto it and hope that all is good.
Okay, so
boom, fuel filter in. So we don't have a gasket that connects the air filter housing to the carburetor. So we're actually just going ahead and making our own. We made a few different prototypes, and then once we were happy with one, now we're just gonna go ahead and trace it on the other side, and that way we can figure out where to cut out the holes. This is how it's looking. So now we are happy with how the gasket is looking. That was just our sample one. Now we're going to use this like solid material and create the actual gasket out of that. Next up, we're gonna put the radiator back in. All right, now it's time to bolt it all in. Radiator is on. We've tightened all the bolts really well. And now we're just going to attach the hoses with the hose clamps. So we have our stencil here for our gasket, and then we have our actual gasket. And it looks really great. It's gonna work well. And actually it's cool because the material we used is actually gonna be a bit sticky on one side, so it's absolutely perfect. We can attach it. So we had this wire, I think it was from one of the very first episodes, maybe episode 5 or 6, and I had said we have to make sure that when we're putting this all back together, we fix this lead because it was ripped off. So we just went ahead and fixed it, and episode 6 me would be very proud. Next up, we're gonna do the air filter. Now, we did in the last clip, or one of the last clips, put the gasket on the wrong side. So we just peeled it off, no big deal, and I'm just gonna stick it on here the correct way. So I'm gonna take these out. I am going to go like this and stick it on there. Oh, well, probably not. Also, I want to show you I have a new air filter in here. Hope that doesn't fall out. Nice and shiny and new. I am just going, see, I don't know what angle this is supposed to be on. Okay, I guess I have to see the holes through. But how am I going to know they're the right angle? I have no idea. Now I have those on the right. I'm just going to press fit this in. I'm going to try not to lose these, which I am actively doing. I'm going to flip this around and line it up, make sure it's the right direction. Oh, this is so hard. Okay, that was a struggle, but I got it on now. I'm just gonna tighten it. This is the distributor, and if you can see, I wanna get a really good close up here. These are the new points that we had gotten. So this is plastic, if you can see, and this part needs to be metal for the connectivity. So I have to take this whole distributor thing apart, take out all these new parts. We did get new points, they arrived, so I'm going to take all this out, get the new points, set this allowance to 15 thou, and then put it all back together. Let's see if I can do that. These are the new points that just got delivered today, and as you can see, here is actually metal, whereas in this one, it is the plastic. So this one looks like it's gonna work much better. I'll give you kind of an overview of the whole thing. If you guys can see here, so again, this is the second engine that I had bought, not the one that was originally in the car. And you can see there was, I guess a hose there before, but on my original block, I actually had just this. So this has a washer and a bolt, and it was just sealing up that hole on my block. So we're guessing, I mean, obviously there's some difference, but we're gonna go ahead and just seal it back up since that's the way it originally was, and we don't have whatever connects to it anyways. Obviously it doesn't match with the car or whatever modifications the last person made. So that's what we're gonna do right now, is just block it up. So we were just putting our little coolant water bottle back in, and the hose, unfortunately, just because it's so old and fragile, it did break. So what we're doing is we are kind of playing a little hide and seek in this car yard, and we are trying to see if we can find another hose to use. We're thinking maybe this is an option. Oh, ouchie, that was an X-Acto knife in my thumb. Boom, as long as it's flexible enough. Let's try it. Originally, we had rivets in these firewalls connecting them, but we had to get them out of there. And so now we have washers, and I think these are screws?
Yeah, you have bolts and lock washers.
Bolts and lock washers.
We got an oversized washer because the rivets created a big hole.
Gotcha. So now they're looking good, and they're gonna be nice and secure. And as you can see, I have yet to get new firewalls, but hey, that's okay. They're in there. We're gonna make it to the show. It's time to put the grill on. Here is how the new hose fits. Perfect. Here's how my distributor is looking. The points have now the distance of 15 thou. This is the new one in there. You can see it's all metal. Everything is tightened down. We have all of our wires where they need to be connected. And now I can just go ahead and can't really see anything. Put the cap on, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and try and do this with one hand. Anyways, you get the point. It's going on. Now we're going ahead and finally tightening on the rocker cover. Today is the day. I hope you are all jumping for joy. We are gonna get the car started, okay? But before we can do that, we do have some little miscellaneous little tasks we have to do. So before we get to the big show, let's go hook up every last little hose and wire. There is just a little bit of gas left in the car, but because it's been sitting for a long time, we are putting in premium. This is crazy that we're finally at the stage of the process to put gas in the car. That's crazy. I think I only ever did that once, which is so sad. I literally think I only ever had this at a gas station one time. All right, we have our funnel and we're gonna fill it up.
Instead of putting coolant in right now, we're just gonna do water, and that way we can check for leaks, make sure we have all the
Oh,
valves closed.
Interesting.
And it will run off of water, but you don't want to run it for long because it doesn't have the same coolant effects.
Oh.
Water
Very cool.
technically cools better, but it will not prevent the inside of the block from rusting, and it will not
Freezing. And then for winter.
or freezing.
That
And
makes
it
sense.
boils at 100 Celsius, whereas coolant, which is like half water and half coolant, boils at like 130 Celsius.
Interesting. Yeah, but you don't want it bubbling in there, I guess, huh?
Well, it's
Boiling
still-
away.
I can't believe how little.
A little. Should we crack this just to bleed it?
Yeah, usually there's
There's
like
a valve.
bleeder point
Yeah.
at the high point of the system, but these don't have
So
that,
I'll
I guess.
just loosen that.
The moment we have all been waiting for literally years and years and years is here, okay? We are going to try and start up this car. I have high hopes that it's gonna work, but we'll find out. Basically, we have almost every single little wire and hose connected, everything that we need to try this out. Right now, we are just hooking up the battery. We have new gas in. Yeah, let's just try and start it. Wish me luck. I'm just gonna plug the distributor cap wires into the spark plugs. So I'm gonna go one, and I just push them down.
You'll feel it.
There's no turning,
it should
right?
click.
I felt it, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the caps of the spark plug are plugged in.
Clutch in, put it in neutral.
Okay?
Then I drop the e-brake in case you gotta move it, but my foot is actually on the floor on the brake,
Okay?
so I don't know if there's any pressure in there. So we have to
So we might have to look at the brakes.
check that later.
Yeah, there's
If I have to pull the e-brake, I will. Okay, so I'm gonna turn.
the key?
Yep. Okay, so we got spark. It's a good sign. And it cranked, which is another good sign. Because we were a little worried that the starter might not work.
Yep.
So both of those are good.
Okay.
So at this point now you're just going to crank it a bunch more.
How long?
Don't crank more than 10 seconds at a time.
Okay.
And we'll give it a break.
So you're turning
And I
the
would
key.
think within 10-15 seconds we ought to start having, hopefully, signs of life. Is the choke off or on currently?
Choke is off.
Where is the choke at? Pull the choke?
Yep. Hold that all the way.
Okay, I just can't see it. So you can, don't bother with the choke yet. Crank it for a bit first.
So choke is in, and I'm going to crank.
I hear a clicky noise up here.
Yes.
Don't crank.
Yep.
We want to keep all the fingers today.
Do we have something hitting? Okay, my fingers are clear. Crank it again for a minute.
Yep. Just for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I just want to try.
Look, is it hitting? It's not hitting this, right?
Oh, one of the blades is longer.
Yeah, I feel like it's hitting
It is
that. 'cause
hitting
every
that.
time it revolved, it hit that. So did we
Yeah.
have it too low?
To turn out.
Okay.
Okay, pull the choke and crank again.
Okay. Choke pulled, cranking. Do you want me to give it any gas at all, or is that going to flood it?
No, it probably will not flood.
Okay, so I'm gonna,
Then I guess you were full throttle there.
what's that?
Yeah, your foot is on the floor right now. So now it's off.
Okay, my bad. I gotta hit the brake. Okay, So I'll give it a bit of gas as I crank it.
Okay, crank it some more. Another thing, if fire happens up here, keep cranking.
Okay.
It sucks the fire in.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I think it just doesn't have gas to it yet, but it runs. And it is nice and quiet. And,
God.
See your face.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Seems pretty good.
Okay.
You want to do that again? I'll keep it running with the brake cleaner for another few seconds.
Once it turns over, though, I'm releasing it. I'm not cranking it anymore. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then keep the RPMs. I don't know if the tack works, but below 3,000 for sure.
Okay. But keep
Between
on gas to feed.
above 1,000 and
I smell the
below
gas.
below 2 is sort of like ideal. Like you smell the exhaust.
Okay.
That's normal. And the don't be shocked if it makes a big cloud of smoke at first and stuff too, because you got to burn off all that.
And I
fluid.
saw something fly off of something. Once it clicked, something flew. It was like a little dust or leaf, like nothing serious,
Don't worry
but
about that.
something moved. In
Okay.
case that's
Crank
important.
it.
Okay.
Okay, so it still needs this to keep running, so I'll do this end.
Okay.
There you go.
Look at that teamwork. Yay. Rolling her out.
Now we want to.
Vroom vroom.
That's how it should be.
She's stuck.
Clockwork. It felt like it did, but
There's no blocks, right?
hey, Rick.
Is the tire flat? times. What? Okay, so I'm turning it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
Turn it to the
and
right.
holding the brake.
Turn it to the first click.
Or the Volvo.
Keep going.
Perfect. Yep. Perfect.
Woo!
Nice.
She works.
Pretty quiet.
Sounds real nice.
Really should.
Yay! All right.
Can we show you in the Can we show you the video?
Oh sure.
Yes! Woo! Big thank you to everybody who helped. Woo! Yeah, my mic is here. My mic is here. They can hear me perfectly. I have the microphone. I'm probably screaming into it. Okay, thank you to everybody who helped with this project. I cannot believe it's done. The biggest part is done. There's still a lot of work to do, but she should be at British Car Day, so I'll see you all there. All right, she runs, and now it's time to put on the bonnet and make her look whole again.
Are you strong enough?
Okay,
Can't see the front if you guys can guide it in.
and then should I put one quick?
Mine should be more or less where it's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
same with this one.
Yeah, do you want to just drop it in place and then we can...
You tell me when to put these
Oh, I
in.
think I got it.
It's got to go right down here.
Yeah,
There we go.
in the groove. Yeah.
So
You tell me when.
Yeah,
Should I
you
do it
gotta-
now?
the
you
whole
gotta
knob
do the
goes, safe,
adjusting
go,
down
yeah.
there.
How do
And
I?
then you got all your
Dan,
washers on one
lift up a
side. You
bit.
want only half
Two.
of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Down a bit, down. Okay, good. That side's in. Just pin the other side, Sage.
Yeah. Which way? Up,
I
down?
need to up a little.
Okay.
Up a bit more. And to like the back a little. Okay, better. A little down. Okay, good. Pinned.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, now put
Oh, man, but no, I have.
Okay.
There's a random washer here that's not mine. That's why.
I think they had an extra one that will.
Okay, so I can just take any two?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, my fingers are in here just so everybody knows.
Okay, I'm gonna bend this up, guys. A bit more. Okay. We're locked off now.
It's locked.
Thank you, everyone.
Good teamwork. All right, they are my snug. Someone else can snug them to their snug.
Slowly. Yeah. Gotta do a final sort of fitting.
Why does this fit better when it wasn't bolted to the car?
It could be that.
Did I do them
push
wrong?
back. Yeah, you might be too tight right now.
Yeah, my side has to go back like
Yep, here.
3/4 of an inch.
Tighten here one.
And if you want to tighten the other one as well. Okay, everyone, this has been the most perfect day. She's running, and I'm so glad. This was truly a team effort. Not only everyone who hands-on help, obviously a ginormous shout out to Dan at RT Automotive. This would not be happening right now without him, and all of the time and work that he put into this. Also my dad, he spent so much time working on this. But not only people who are hands-on, all of you who have commented, who have supported me, who I've met at car shows, who I've met online and had great conversations with. Literally, this would not be this right now without all of your hard work and your support. So I really, really appreciate that. Obviously, this is not the end of her journey. There is still 10,000 more things to do. I mean, look at how dirty she is. But the biggest hurdle we have finally leaped over, which is very exciting. So that is the end of today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.